Good afternoon, everyone. This is Everett Joe Leonardo, your local church organist, and this is episode 3 of Volume 2, 2026. This episode is a special episode for me. This episode, you will see the installation of the organ that you saw me playing last episode. Okay, now it's not here yet. Today's Tuesday. Okay, I got back from Lynchburg Friday night. Then I had Saturday, Sunday at church, and then yesterday at work, today at work. I spoke to the seller of the organ, which I can give you their names because I got their permission. I will tell you in a minute. And so we talked on the phone about some of the things that they are going to need to be able to do the installation. Okay, one of them is to get some extra help. So I'm going to either go to some place like Best Temps and hire somebody for just like an hour to help us move it in here. It's going to come through these double doors right here that are right behind me, excuse me. And if you look outside, there's the driveway is right out there. The front of the house is that way, so they'll back up to this. And then I've got plywood coming tomorrow from Lowe's. And we'll lay the plywood down out to the driveway. And then we can roll the organ. It'll be on a dolly, a special dolly made for organ consoles. And we'll roll it up to the door, and then all we have to do is lift it into the room, which is only about that high off the ground. And then once it's in here, it will go right there. So my arm span is the width of the organ, okay? So it'll be that wide. And it's probably about as deep from the backside to where the end of the pedals of the back of the bench will be like right about there. So when we were talking on the phone, he said I had some things that I needed help to make the installation a lot smoother. One is the plywood and the extra help. The other one is speaker wire. This system is equivalent to a 5.1 surround sound system, okay? And I was told exactly what speaker system I'm getting. Okay, first of all, the organ sitting right there, the subwoofer for this, it's big. It's the size of a table. So it will fit right here, and it'll be sitting about that high. Now, the thing about the subwoofers is they direct down. And they're built to really resonate the room. However, having a carpet will muffle that resonance. So he suggested that I go out and get a hard board. So I got some whiteboard, and we'll lay this down on the ground, black side up, so it's nothing reflecting. And that will reflect the sound from the speaker. So basically, it will sit here. And that's pretty much the, let me see, you can see it. There it is. So that's pretty much the footprint of the speaker. And it'll sit about that high. Okay, and then this hard surface will reflect the sound back up into the room. So that's that part. The next part is, okay, you've got that speaker, that's channel 1, that's one channel. Then on top of the organ, there'll be a box speaker right about here. It'll be pointing up. The music rack will be right here, and it'll sit behind the music rack, right about where I'm standing right now, and point up. So that's channel number 2. Then I have 2 column speakers that will sit on the floor. One will sit on this side of the organ. The other one will sit on this side of the organ. Then I've got 2 more column speakers that will go, one in that corner and one right about where the end of the curtain is right here. So it'll sit right here on the floor. Now I do plan sometime in the future, since this is still a work in progress, even after the organ's in, it's still a work in progress. Where this thing is sitting won't be here anymore. I plan to put a bar right here with some stools facing into the room, and we'll have the futon, and maybe I'll get another seat here and maybe another seat for that corner. Well, that's still up in the air. So what I need to do is I need to pre-run the speaker wires. Okay, so what I did, I went to Walmart and I got these. These are wall mounts for wiring. And basically you just tack them on the wall. Okay, and then what you do is you fit a wire tie in there, and then you run your wire, and the wire tie holds it right there. So you just stick it on the wall as a sticker. So what I'll do is, what I have to do is run one speaker wire up about this far for this speaker. I need to run 3 speaker wires that direction, one for this. No, actually 4. Yeah, I need 4 going in this direction. One will just go right here. The next one for the subwoofer. The next one for that corner speaker. And then the next one, I'm going to have to route the wire up to the window where you can't see it, over the window. And back down over here. Let me do that again. So it'll have to go up the window, behind the curtain here, and back down to this side, which is where the other column speaker is going to be. Now, this organ also has antiphonal outputs. Sorry for that noise. That was my air freshener going off. This organ also has antiphonal outputs. So later on, what I'm thinking I'm going to do is get like bookshelf-sized speakers and mount them around the corner here. So I'll face them, put one on this wall facing this way, one on this wall facing this way, and that will be my antiphonal speakers. So from the room, it will sound like it's in another location. So the first thing I need to do is I need to mount those mounts, put maybe like 1, 2, 3, maybe 4th about here on the wall going up to this speaker, and then run the mounts around the baseboard up to the door, up over the door and back down. So for the other ones, then I can loosely run the wires, and I'll have to label each wire so we know which one, which speaker it goes to. And then what we do is I'll cap it off, and I have U connectors. I'll show you one. I'll be right back. U connectors, which look like this. So we'll crimp those onto the ends of each cable, and these will connect to each speaker. So that's the work I have to do today. Well, or at least I have to get it done before Friday. So today is Tuesday. The organ will be here 4 o'clock Friday afternoon. So I have until then, get this place in order for that event. So I'm going to go ahead and start running the mount, and then I'll have to start splicing, cutting the speaker wire. So I'm going to probably run this at fast motion. Put this down a little bit, and away we go. Okay, so that's 6 speaker wires run. Let's see. So I've got left front, the center, right front, woofer, right back, and left back. Okay, so now what you're probably saying is, man, Ed, that really looks tacky. So, not to worry, because this is all going to be covered. There's going to be an organ right here, a subwoofer right there. So, you're not going to see any of these wires. They're all going to be hidden. So, not a problem. Yep, so, today's Friday. It's, I don't even know what time it is. Morning. And the organ will be here at 4 o'clock today. So, until then, I will be back close to 4 o'clock. It's here. Here, I'll show you.
Reorient this one.
Yeah, okay.
There we go.
Yeah, this will probably break right here.
Yeah, maybe we can pull that off of there and then we'll just lift it at that point. Because I agree with you.
All right.
Perfect amount.
Yeah, the real test is going to be the console.
Yeah, right.
Really? Only 725. Yeah.
Should we just go around the corner over here for the moment? Sorry, I just broke something. Oh, that was Dad's
You broke your dad's tool.
hole
You're getting grounded.
driller, old holder.
Anywhere we can get some maneuver.
Yeah. We want the dolly though still for
No, we don't.
the cabinet or
No,
the subwoofer? I guess that's not till
They're
after.
not that heavy.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, the subwoofer is going to sit right
Yeah,
there
we
in
can
the corner.
put that in place.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's my ham radio.
That's awesome.
Left brain, right brain.
Yeah. I didn't say yeah.
All science, all art.
Man, what a nice setup. Wow.
Yeah, this almost all those radios belong to my dad.
That's cool.
I inherited them from my dad.
Huh.
Introductions. Come here.
Yeah.
This is Edward Gilinardi, your local church organist, and I have here Gary Lowe and his son Darren Lowe.
Hello.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Church Organ Consultants Incorporated out of Lynchburg, Virginia, and they are helping me put this thing in, and I am so grateful. I couldn't be more blessed to have such a team working for this, doing this.
Oh.
So let's go ahead and get this thing in. and-
Likewise.
All right, so we're going to go to work, and you're going to watch. Set this, I guess, as close as we can over here,
Okay.
or even right here is fine. It's right here, it'll be fine.
That's fine, yes.
Yeah, you might want to swing your end over that way. All right, you ready?
Hang on. Are you ready back there?
Just get squared up with the doorway.
Yeah, you don't need to lift. Are you sure you want to be on this end? You want him to come be the lifter? Your back?
Oh, no.
You okay with your back? Okay.
Ready?
Yep. All right, now I'm gonna come back there and help him.
I need something like
Yep.
I need my carpet ironed anyway.
And we're in.
Man, look how big this is in here. You ever hear of the term forced perspective?
Forced perspective?
Yes.
I'm not sure.
That is when something in one position looks one size. When you put it somewhere else, it looks a different size.
I understand that principle for sure. Yep, that's a good point.
This looked a lot smaller in that big church.
Okay, so which way do you want it oriented for installation? Just there, but not as close to the wall?
Yeah, so
Does it
we're gonna
say
have to
that?
turn it this way so he can get everything connected, and then we'll roll it back and then take it off the dollies.
Got it.
All right, so orientation should be about even with this plug.
Okay,
So that's where we can plug in.
gotcha. Look at that. That's pretty close.
Is that far enough? Is that close enough to get reach?
Let's see here. Is this okay to step on or is-
Yeah, it's just board. It's the blue one. I got it so that the woofer will reflect.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So,
Clear that.
yeah, I can keep this off.
That's okay.
This keeps the bugs out. It doesn't work.
Okay, good to know.
I had just last week thousands of ladybugs came in from underneath that ceiling strip.
Yep.
I don't know where they came in or how they came in, but I had a dick of a time getting them out.
We have the similar thing with box elder bugs at our house in Minnesota. They just come from how they find a way in, they find it though.
Right, folks, so here, look at this. While we're setting up, now what we have to do is we have to connect all the speakers and then voice it so that it's sized properly for this room. And that's what we're about to do. So hang tight. It was like
I remember.
unlucky 13.
Yes.
I tried to cook a duck and everything, nothing, the
Nothing.
camera wasn't working, the audio wasn't working. The only thing that worked was the duck.
So, let's get these dollies out from under here.
Got it.
This end corner comes out first. Lift up on here with me.
Oh, okay.
That way, just get this end out first.
All right.
I'll tell you what.
Got it.
I'll do this, you just slide the dolly out.
I'm only working on this corner. That would.
Okay.
Ready? Okay, it's out.
Unwrap those plastic things.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I can open the racks. I'm gonna do that anyway.
Yeah, okay.
And then we can slide the handle out because then we can lift it. I can't probably lift it like this and
Yeah, not with the rug.
put the plastic thing under there.
Oh, with the plastic, yeah, you should be. I should be able to slide it.
Put that there.
All right. All right, come down.
And lift up that corner in the front.
All right, come down. Here.
Ready?
All right, down. What? Back up, back up. All right, down.
Back to you. Have to come around. Or you can just do it right there. I can lift from here.
That's about right. Oh yeah, I could do that myself.
That's great.
Yeah, that's good because if I didn't make any adjustments, I'm gonna need to pull it out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, there's not a whole lot I can do right now except watch.
Oh, that's enough. Yeah, I guess you can.
It's just over here.
Yeah, there you go. Stay here till
So
we're.
here's the port. So this needs to go to the wall.
Gotcha. So.
Actually, no. Flip it around. This side to that wall. So this will be on the back side. Because this is where the feeds are. That's what I pump power here. I want this to be. Yeah. So this is the size we need. Yeah, that looks like the right size.
Good.
Yeah. I got thousands of these.
Very good.
Okay. Let's, if we could just roll it right over there.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to roll.
I see
that. You know, let's take it off. It's where it's going.
Yeah. Should we move the bench out of the way and this can
Yeah, maybe slide it in there.
Mm-hmm.
You guys want some water? There's bottled water.
Oh, thank you.
Let's get another angle. Look how crowded it looks in here. Isn't that neat? Everybody's working hard except me. I'm just goofing off. So put me to work.
Dad, what help do you need? I'm just unboxing carefully.
Okay. I'll show you the inside of this organ while it's open. Three racks of electronics control this room, this organ. It's neat the way they're all in a shelf like that too.
Yeah, that's really nice service work.
Okay, I'm gonna put you back. So I have a software for editing. Now I've got,
Are these screwed in or just taped on? Or?
they're taped on.
So,
Yeah, you just pull on it. It'll yank it right off the wall.
can I take the wires out?
Would you like to keep the foam and things like if you
No.
move or something and you want to repackage the speakers for the move and have all this
Yeah, I guess I can find room out there to stuff them.
Okay, we can take it and toss it if you want. Or,
I would prefer,
yeah,
because I'm not going anywhere.
we'll be happy to do that. Yeah.
When I moved into this house, the process to move into this house was so annoying that I swore I would never move again. Yeah, I'm not even hungry. I'm so excited that my appetite is out the window beyond. I get it.
That's why I'm just.
I mean, I'm like an expectant father. You know, for like 2 hours, I'm out there watching the window.
So what do the speakers
It's
look
like
like?
another on the way, another on the way.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yes, they do. I've got one hooked up.
Oh, that's flanking your piano. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the polished ebony. 702. 704. 704. Yeah, I have one of those in stock.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go ahead and splice that one over there.
Okay. What are you gonna splice?
These fit perfect.
And they fit in the slots?
Yep,
Of the...
they fit
Let me
right
see
in
what
there.
you got. Oh, they're big wine. Oh, no, where'd you get those?
Out of this bottle.
I know that.
I ordered them on. I ordered these and I ordered the standard, which are small like half the
Yeah, I know
size.
that. Where from?
I got them off of Amazon.com.
Okay. I like that. That'll fit around that post. Huh?
Yeah.
Nice. You said that and I didn't believe it.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry.
and then you just crimp them.
Good.
Going to get on this speaker over here. So my idea is... Okay, so a day and a morning. The evening, Friday, you saw everything in the Friday. What happened yesterday was I had my camera sitting over here and we were working on the organ and I happened to glance up there. I noticed I had like 2% power left, so I had to shut it down. So this morning they came back and we finished up balancing everything, getting everything wired correctly, getting the covers back on the back, and placing the organ in place where it is. Okay, so this is the whole thing. Here is the organ. This is the Westminster 890, built in the early 80s. That's speaker number 1, front. Speaker number 2, front. Speaker number 3, front. Speaker number 4, that's the woofer I told you about, was about the size of an end table. A little bit bigger than that, but I'm going to put something over that and make it look pretty. So that's speaker number 4. Here's speaker number 5. And then speaker number 6 is way over here. Now, this organ also has channels for output to antiphonals on the 3 keyboards, not the pedal board, but the swell, choir, and great. So what I'm going to do is eventually, not right away, is I'm going to get 2 small mountable speakers, put one there, one there, and they're going to be small speakers. Wire it around the corner here down to the organ, and then I'll have an antiphonal channels for each keyboard. That'll give me another effect that I can drive maybe a solo stop over there or accompaniment over there and put solo in the back. So this gives me a full surround sound. So let me give you a little demo. Now, you've seen this organ. You saw me play. As a matter of fact, the last song you saw me play was Deck Thyself My Soul with Gladness. And I played it when this organ was at the church, Timberlake Church. Now, I found out some history about this organ. The original organist, this was purchased, and the original organist for that church played this organ for a very long time, and eventually she had passed away. All right, so we were talking about naming the organ, and Gary told me that he's had a couple of people that have actually named their organs. So I thought about, the original organist that actually played this organ in the church. Her name is Ruby. So I'm going to name the organ Ruby. So this is Ruby from now on. I christen you Ruby. So just hearing this. Now, we did have a problem this morning. That note wouldn't play. We discovered where it was. Let me tell you something, when you open the back of this thing, there's like 100 miles of wires that are all bundled. I mean, really thin wires, all bundled together in bus cords that go all over the place. There's 3 racks of nothing but circuitry that are all layered in there. Plus, the power supply system, which is actually down at the base of the organ, and then the output the amplifier is under there too. And then all the output panel is actually on the back, on the third rack, which is back in the back there. So there's a lot to this organ. No wonder it's 720 pounds. So we finally got it in place, and what I did was I had them put these flat discs underneath the feet of the organ. So if I ever do have to get back there, it won't be that hard for me to slide out one side and get behind the organ. So, what should I play? I still got a few things to do. The pedals, some of the pedals are kind of tight, so there is an adjustment in the back of the pedals where I can loosen it so that they're not so hard to push. Now, some of them are all right, but the rest of them need work. So since I played you some Bach last time, how about if I play you some Dale Wood? How about Dale Wood? Let's do Dale Wood. So now what's nice about having this organ, I can come home from work every day, grab a bite to eat, and come back here. Or since I get up at 3:30, just come back here until dinner time and practice. I can get at least 2 to 2.5 hours a day on this organ rather than 4 hours a week at the church. It's a lot better, isn't it? So let's find something that's becoming of a church atmosphere. And softly and tenderly, Jesus is calling. And this is a Dale Wood arrangement. So let's see. What we want to do is I have a Gamba Celeste. A gamba. We'll put a flute on that. Turn the choruser on, tremulant. Let's use the crumb horn on the grate. We'll add, and then let's add a viol celeste to the choir. Now the pedals. Let's add the grate. No. We'll add the choir and the swell to the pedal. Add some bass. Maybe 32 underneath that. Let's add something else to that. There you go. All right, so let's go back here. So there it is, my practice organ, Ruby. Ruby the practice organ, here in my home. I'll tell you, for 2 years I've been trying to get an organ in here. I've kept running into every brick wall. And finally when I met Gary and Darren, I'll tell you, I praise God for them. They are the angels that needed to come in and make this happen. They are the blessing that I have been praying for from God to help, and I can't thank them enough. Church Organ Consultants Incorporated out of Lynchburg, Virginia. Check out their website. They've got a lot of used organs, and it shows you also a lot of their installations. And actually, this is probably going to be on their website at some point as one of their installations. So there you go. My practice organ, rightfully named Ruby. This is Everett Giulianardi, your local church organist. God bless, and until next time, just keep making music.